Not evil here, villains over there. As quarantine more and more continues, I just genuinely miss nightclubs and just a lot of the fun that I had. Sure, they're kind of notorious for being terrible and for very good reason, but still, at the end of the day, I genuinely miss going out and having a great time with strangers, pretty girls, and just meeting lots of strange, interesting people that I otherwise would never meet in my entire life. Talk about some of the less savory people I've met over the years. This one is about three California girls I met when I was over there for some business trips. And let me tell you, this is one of the few times I genuinely felt like threatened as a man. And it's just really creepy that the way that they pretty much did everything. Now, a little fun fact about how I like to flirt. I'm very used to Puerto Rican style. And this style is very like aggressive. Not really like, hey, you gonna dance with me or else type aggressive. But as in, you kind of look at a lot of these girls as simply a yes-no number. Like 49 no's and a yes is still success, the way that they look at it there. Because there's a lot of people in Puerto Rico for such a small island. You have the locals, you have tourists, you have just a ton of people. There's about 10 bars within a 2-block radius. And it's just absolutely packed with people. So of course, they're not going to be wasting as much time since there's far more people. And there's always going to be someone that's just going to casually say yes to you. So 49 no's and a yes is still success. So when there's 2, 3, maybe even 400 people within a block radius, getting told no 50 times doesn't really hurt that bad because there's still another 350. And if you get that one yes, the whole night is worth it. So I'm very much used to that style. And for a lot of ways, it worked out well for me. Except here in La Rosa, California. Well, that's the name of the bar. Me and all my coworkers decide to go get a big Uber and we're all going to go pool and go out to this bar. And we had a pretty grand time. Just me hanging out with my bros, getting shots, getting drinks. And as the night was starting to turn later and later, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go find some girls to go dance with. That's the way that I've always done it. And as I'm perusing the floor, doing my lap, I see these 3 girls. I remember the most aggressive one as Gazelle. I don't even remember her name, but I remember her as being what I had imagined a gazelle that wears glasses would look like. We at black dress. This is a girl I was actually interested in, but I feel was egging on the whole situation. And then red dress. I'm not sure what she was doing in this entire ordeal, but she was following them the entire night, so I blame her just as equally. So I went up to black dress. I was like, hey, you look really good. Do you want to dance? You know, a great song is playing right now. Of course, I said that a lot more smooth and just being a lot more flirtatious. And she just simply told me, no, thank you. I said, all right. And then I walked away and I met up with my friends again. I got more drinks. And then I just kept moving on with the rest of the night. And I thought that would be the beginning and end of it. Oh, how wrong I was. About a good 10 minutes later, after I got my round of drinks and everything, these same 3 girls came back up to me. I'm like, oh, do you want to dance now? Because I'm a little confused. I'm really not used to girls coming back unless, they were interested in me. And then Gazelle was telling me, you should really apologize to my friend. I'm like, apologize for what? Did I, step on her shoe or something? As I'm, laughing with my friends, oh, I'm so sorry. It's no, you should apologize for, flirting with her. She doesn't need no man. I'm just here, I'm not going to apologize for a compliment. I was very firm about that. They just kept pursuing me. So they kept yelling and saying that you need to apologize to my friend. You just disrespected her. I'm like, I told her she looked good. Then I just rolled my eyes, took my beer, and I was walking away to the other side of the club to just go hang out and chill there. And they kept following me. Just every other step I'd go, they'd be right behind me. As I found more girls that were actually interested in me, and I'm dancing with them, they come up and interrupt our dance mid-dance floor, mid-song, to say that I need to go apologize to this girl after I've already refused to. Of just like, get away from me. I don't even know you guys. Stranger danger. I literally told him stranger danger right to their face. Like, stranger danger. Get away from me. Just to yell at me some more. I'm trying to go to the bathroom. They're trying to follow me. I'm going out to where the smokers are hanging out. They're trying to follow me. And it's just like, leave me alone. Who are you guys? And like, just apologize to her. I said, no, I'm not apologizing for a compliment. You can just take that one to the grave. And as they like kept following me and they kept killing my game of just me trying to talk to other girls, and I'm flirting and I'm being nice, and here they pop up like, you should be, I'm not apologizing to you. I don't even know you. And of course, they don't stop. They just keep pursuing me, to the point that I just start taking more and more drinks into my system. And after a couple of them, I start getting like aggressive back to them. As I told Gazelle first and foremost, right to her face, that you are irrelevant. According to my friends, I said it as irrelevant, as I was calling her like an irrelevant elephant. And I'm about to say, yeah, that sounds like me. Like, you are irrelevant. And they just kept getting more louder and mad at me. I'm like, you are irrelevant. You are irrelevant. You are irrelevant. I'm like going through the whole line of them. Because I like was stop being interested in black dress because, well, you guys are pretty much stalking me. Like, just go away. This is where the bouncer starts to step in. And of course they're trying to tell their side of the story that, oh, I was harassing her friend. I'm like, you guys won't stop following me. And of course he was watching the girls the entire time of like how I would be aggressively walking away from them and they'd be right behind me, just following me. I was leaving at one time where like I would stop in like the middle of the dance floor and I would just wait for them. And here they come like a sad lost puppy right behind me. So I'm just like, see, watch. And I'm like trying to walk away. I don't even want like any trouble. And they'd be like, where do you think that you're going? And of course, like the bouncer was like asking like, hey, leave this guy alone. And after a while, they still didn't, even after like the bouncer warned them and everything. So I just ended up leaving the club entirely. But yeah, that's one of the few times I genuinely felt like, why won't you guys leave me alone? Like, just stop pursuing me. I've already said no to you. And now I'm just thinking to myself, like, I only wish these girls would be more respectful the way that I was. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.